Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you.
Good. I'm great today. It's a cold day here in Pennsylvania in the USA. Where are you from?
I'm from India, and here is
India.
also weather is cold here. Yeah, so that's why
What?
I'm wearing the
No snow?
no snow.
Ah, the next time I'm in India, I'll have to stop by. I've been to India. I was in the south of India many years
Yeah,
ago.
so
I love the country and the people. Very
yeah,
friendly
really,
people.
yeah, great people. We are great people, and I like American people also. Hardworking, friendly,
Thank
and
you.
always smile on their faces. Yeah,
Thank you. Well, you have a beautiful smile. My name is Faith. What's your name?
my name is Prakash.
Prakash. It's so nice to meet you today. I see that you have a lesson here, news and media.
Yeah,
Would you like to get started?
yeah.
All right, let's look at this lesson. IELTS exam overview. Will you be taking the IELTS exam?
No, I'm not taking, but I'm a teacher in India and I teach in a high school, in a public school, and I'm a language teacher. That's why just I want to brush up my English.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Mm.
So you teach English to high school students in India.
Yeah.
Wow, what an exciting job. All right. This exam will maybe be taken by some of your students in the future. It's an international standardized test of the English language proficiency for people who don't speak English as a native. And most colleges, universities around the world are looking for someone who has a good score on their IELTS exam so that they know they will be able to understand and speak in the global language, which is English. And more people are learning it. This test is
Mm.
broken down into a part 1, 2, and 3. And in this, the student is often asked a random question and asked for an answer to it. For example, someone could ask, "Have you made any friends over the internet?"
Yeah.
And the student
I
would have
made.
to think
Yeah.
quickly.
Mm.
Ooh,
Mm.
So that's often what the IELTS exam is about. The introductor will say, "I am my name," and they'll check your identity to make sure you are who you say you are. And they're going to focus on the ability to express opinions on common topics. They're not looking for something that was memorized or read off of a card, which is why they ask
Mm.
random questions. So they might ask about your family. Tell me about your family, Prakash.
Okay. So my family consists of 5 people: my father, mother, and beautiful wife and loving daughter,
Wow, what a
and
wonderful
myself.
family. And yourself. Don't forget yourself. You're an important part of the family, too.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
wouldn't have a wonderful daughter without you. How old is your daughter?
She's 10.
10 years old. I have a boy
Mm.
who is 11. They're so
That's
much
great.
fun. I love children. So, what do you like to do in your free time? If you're a teacher, you probably don't have a lot of free time, but when you do, what do you usually do with it?
Okay. As I told you earlier, I'm a teacher, so I'm so lucky because Sunday and Saturday I don't teach, so that's my free time. And in my free time, just I spend my quality time with my family. We do shopping, and in the afternoon we watch movies, sometimes Hollywood movies and Bollywood movies. So that's a
Hollywood?
part of our environment. Yeah.
Good. Wow.
Hmm.
That's wonderful. I'm happy to hear that you spend a lot of time with your family. Too many families get too busy and find things to do away from each other and forget how to connect with one another. So that's really great.
Hmm.
All right. This is the rubric that is used, and if you're a teacher, you probably use rubrics also to grade classes. And this is the one that's used for the IELTS exam, talking about the fluency and coherence of the language, the lexical resource, how is their vocabulary, and then their grammar range and accuracy. Are they using that grammar correctly with the vocabulary words that they know? And also the pronunciation and intonation. Does a student speak too quickly? Because if I say something like Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, it's all English, but it
Mm,
just runs together and you don't know where one word stops and another word starts.
mm.
What is one big struggle that you find with your students learning a new language?
Yeah, that's a good question. Okay, I teach in a village, and those students don't have environment of English, so they don't use mobiles and TV channels which are based in English language. So they don't have enough listening practice.
Ah, yes.
Okay, so where I teach them, they have a problem to read English also sometimes. So it's difficult because I teach in the ninth grade, and up to eighth grades they are not able to read English properly. And I had to teach a lot of things there. I'm the person who are interested in conversation, and actually that's a main purpose of learning any language.
Right.
So yeah,
I've
so
found
it's a difficulty for me, and my students face this problem.
Yes, they would. I've found that many people learning English can read in English and write in English, but conversation skills are lacking because they don't use it. And that is a key
Mm,
component to learning a language is to use that language
yeah.
regularly. I learned Spanish. I took 4 years of Spanish in university. And if you tried to converse with me in Spanish now, I would probably not be able to do so very well because I haven't used it since I graduated. If I spoke
Mm,
with someone in Spanish often, I'd remember all of the words and the way they're put together. But if I didn't, I could sit down and read No habla español. I could read easily in Spanish, but I wouldn't understand and speak it well. So I think that's a very important key is using that language.
mm,
But as more and more people learn English, perhaps the opportunities for your students will grow and they'll be able to continue to use that language and immerse themselves in it more.
but they do well after spending 3 4 months with me. They do because
Good.
I show these all videos in my classroom also,
Good.
and I show them, look, I speak with native English speakers, and the main purpose of learning English language to communicate with foreign people. So look how I do, and they listen. So listening is the first step to learn any language. So they listen and they also try to copy me. Yes, sir, speaks like that, so we can do it. And I also inspire them. Yes, you can. And
Good.
just after 1 year, they are able to speak like anchors also, because I'm interested in public speaking. I recite some poetry, I tell them stories. So gradually, eventually, they get fluency of English.
That's wonderful. I'm so excited. I love that. I love poetry. I love to
Mm,
hear stories. If you make it interesting, students learn better. If you just
yeah,
teach by the book and it's boring material, they tune out and they're not
yeah.
listening well. But if you keep it engaging and interesting, then they're
Mm,
focused. And when they're focused, they're listening better. And when they're listening better, they're learning faster. So that's wonderful. I
yeah.
wish you were my teacher. What
Oh, thank you for giving me this type of respect. Thank you.
What languages do you speak?
I speak my mother tongue Gujarati and Hindi, because my wife is from Rajasthan, so they speak
Okay.
Hindi. And English I teach, and I completed my graduation and post graduation. My master was Sanskrit. It was
Sanskrit.
my major. Sanskrit was my major in my
Oh,
masters.
there's wonderful poetry in Sanskrit, isn't there?
Yeah.
I love poetry. When I went to university, my focus was on writing, and I loved poetry. And now
Yeah,
I'm
so
teaching.
these are slokas. These are slokas. Really, they are very holy, pure power.
Yes.
You can concentrate like that. Chanting is totally different here.
Is it? Yes.
Like, Dheya Sada Savitra Mandala Madhyavarti Narayana Sarasijasana Sanyavista. Like that.
That
So nice.
rhythm is beautiful. I think the rhythm of music and poetry helps people learn a language better too. Singing, when a
Yeah.
student of mine in China doesn't understand a word, I teach them to sing it. Because when they sing it, especially if it's a very long word, they learn it better. Singing or making a rhythm to the words really helps you
Hmm.
internalize them better, doesn't it?
Hmm.
So, do your students chant through class?
Uh, Sorry, can you repeat,
Do
please?
you teach your students to chant in class?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They chant and I record their videos also.
Oh, very good. I would love to see
And
those videos.
yeah, and I show them on big screen.
Right.
And they are from village. That's why they are excited to watch their performance.
Yes. I think making it
So
interactive
that's my
helps.
way. Yeah, that's my way of teaching actually.
I love that.
I just create interest among students, and yeah,
I'll bet
they
you're
always
a
look forward to
favorite.
they always look forward to learning my lessons.
Yes. That's why I'm a popular teacher in China because I make it fun and they want to come to class because I started with students who were like, okay, I have to learn. But then I'm like, no, 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 you don't have to learn. We're going to laugh and learn. And when you're laughing and
Really,
learning, you're going to remember
yeah.
and you're going to want
Okay,
to.
needless to say that you are an amazing teacher. Really,
Thank you. You
I
get a
think that I'm teaching
star.
there. Yeah, yeah. I do the same things in my classroom. Okay, when I teach the poetry, also I do the not read like the poetry. Be the best. Be the best.
Be the
If
best.
you can't be a
On
pine
the
on the
top of a
top of the
hill, be a
hill, be a
shrub in the valley, but
star.
be
Be the
the
valley.
best little shrub by the side of the rail. Be a bush if you can't be a tree. If you can't be a bush, be a bit of
Oh.
the grass in some highway. Happier make. If you can't be a muskie, then just be a bass, but the liveliest bass in the lake.
Oh, great, great,
Ah,
great.
that was
I think we
wonderful.
both are same
We're
teachers.
the same. Yes.
Yeah,
That's exciting. Oh, wow.
yeah.
That's one of my favorite. And I
Hmm.
read that often to my children when they were growing up. And I still tell them, be the best of whatever you are. And they
Yeah.
remember it. So
And what is slogan in my classroom? No, what is a slogan? We can. We
we
can. Yes,
can.
we can.
Yes, we can.
And don't worry about making mistakes. Make 100 mistakes. Don't worry, but learn from your mistakes. And we can. We can.
Excellent. That's very positive and a positive environment, one that encourages and supports and says, it's okay to make mistakes. I make mistakes. I'm certainly not perfect. And I've been speaking English for, I don't even want to say how many years, but mistakes are
Hmm.
fine. Just keep moving forward. And
Yeah.
soon you won't even remember, and the person you're speaking to won't even know because confidence is important too. Just we can. And if you
Hmm.
know that you can, you will.
And that's why my most of students want to be my public speakers.
Ah, yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, we want to share our ideas. We want to share our ideas, sir. And without any hesitations, they overcome their shyness, fear, and they come on the stage and they speak.
That's
They
wonderful.
face cameras also.
Isn't that the best
Yeah,
feeling when your students do well?
yeah. That's my money actually.
Yes, yes, I
Hmm.
love this job because I see the light come on and I see one
Hmm.
understand. And if you can't be the highway, then just be a trail. If you can't be the sun, be a star. It isn't by size that you win or you fail. Be the best of whatever you are.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what it
that's
is, just
cool.
be the best. Good, very good. I'm so happy to know there are teachers like you out there. My heart is bursting right now. Thank you.
Really, really. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for
So
talking with
see you
me.
next time again. Okay. It was a nice
It
conversation with
was
you,
very
and I
much.
met one more amazing teacher today.